What's up, people? Another episode of Real Ball Talk. You know what it is. It's the midweek debate show. We're kind of rounding it off today. We got the best goalkeepers of the 2000s. So without further ado, let me introduce the man. Jalil, how you doing, man?
Yeah, good, bro. Blessed, man. You know, this show's been going on for a while. People are loving it, you know, so let's give them the goalkeepers now. I know I got a lot of messages from a lot of United supporters and fans saying, don't disrespect De Gea.
Okay.
I don't know what they mean about disrespect, but we'll see.
We'll see. United fans always got something to say, but anyway, man. Man like Jeff, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good, my bro. How are you?
Good, man. Good to have you back on, bro. Good to have you back on. It feels right in a way, actually, because Jeff was here for the best strikers and he's here for the best keepers when we're rounding it off. Obviously, I don't think the caliber of players is the same as the best strikers. I can't lie, but let me not downplay the keepers too much and disrespect.
If De Gea's in the list, then yeah, we know.
Yeah. well, there we go already. Big up the opinionated Gouda. Hope you're good, bro. I saw your player ratings yesterday. It was 6, so people make sure to subscribe to the opinionated Gouda. He's definitely gonna come back on soon. But yeah, man, check him out. And as it says here, people make sure to smash that like button. Really helps us out. And if you are new to the channel, then do check us out and subscribe. But without further ado, let me share my screen. Also, if anyone's wondering, Rash work duty, so he's going to be a little bit late. Hopefully, he can come on later on the show. But yeah, Rash hopefully will be on later. So let me get the screen up. So everyone can see this okay?
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, let me zoom in. Yeah, cool. So we know how it works. For anyone who hasn't watched this show before, we got 5 different tiers. We got Hall of Fame, we got Legend, we got World Class, we got Great, and we got Should Not Be on this list. Now, usually we always say shouldn't be on this list is not being disrespected on. Usually, obviously, people will have their opinions. We've put David Beckham shouldn't be on this list. We've had pushback. We've had Gary Neville at the bottom. We had to put him back up. We had Henry, Hall of Fame. He went back down to Legend. So we've had a few disagreements along the way. But hopefully today, maybe will be the first show where we all agree. I know the fullbacks one last week was especially controversial. So yeah, let's hopefully the keepers are less so. So yeah, man, without further ado, let's start off with the number 1. Let's start off with Alison Becker. So Liverpool current goalkeeper, number 1, signed for them in 2018. Him alongside Van Dijk is considered a big reason why Liverpool have won the Champions League in 2019 and then their first Premier League title in 30 years in 2020. He's Brazil's number 1, which says something given that Edison is the other option and Edison's also a quality goalkeeper. He was at Roma beforehand. Didn't win anything at Roma, but he was a really good goalkeeper there. And yeah, so that's Alison Becker. That's really his track record to date. He's still young, so he's still got a lot more. But yeah, you know what? Need to have him on this list. So Jalil, bro, talk to me. Alison Becker, where are you putting him?
So yeah, he hasn't won anything at Roma because I know he was at Roma for a bit. He didn't win anything?
Nah, nothing at Roma.
Nah.
Well, it can't be his fault. No, look.
Yes.
It has started. You know what? I was going for two options, yeah. It's a bit early to class him somewhere, personally. It's a bit early. However, so the disrespect's not there, and I do think he's a really quality goalkeeper. I do think he's a quality goalkeeper. For now, for what he's done, I'm going to have to put him as great.
Okay, you're going great. Jeff, what are you saying?
I want to say he's the best keeper, in my opinion, in the world right now. Even despite his few recent errors before he, before the thing happened with his dad and whatnot, I think he's the best keeper in the world. with his feet, the decisions he makes overall. Like, you might get one mistake a season, but in comparison to the other keepers, especially with the way he plays, it's a very risky way of playing, and I think he's very good at it. Like, Liverpool excel from the back, and he's a large reason for it. Kind of with Jalil, and it's a bit early, but I think I'll go low world class for Allison.
Okay.
I think he sneaks on there. I still think, like, his career, he's probably got 10 plus years left. He's probably only like 28. So there's a long way to go. But yeah, low world class, I think, is right for it.
Okay, low world class. Opinion Guna saying Allison shouldn't be on the list yet. He's still a top keeper, though. You know what? Allison's an interesting one. I understand all perspectives. I would probably put him in great for now. Let's see what. Big up YFM. Hope you're good, bro. Saying, evening, lads. I hope you're all well. Yes, all good, bro. Hope you are too. He's in the deep end with certain keepers here. Okay. So when you're saying deep end, are you saying
which end?
Not on this. Which end are you saying? Not on this list. Deep end must be the bottom. So that must be not on this list. But I don't know. I think for me, I would go great for now. I would go great for now. I can't. Yes, big up the Near Post podcast. Make sure to subscribe to them. We just did a video with them on Saturday. Very, very good. Very, very humble guys and speak a lot of sense too. So make sure to subscribe to them. Yes, fellas, Ali is quality, but gets slightly overhyped by our own fans. And they're Liverpool fans too saying this.
I hear that.
In my opinion, not the best in the world currently. That's a fair and honest assessment there. So big up to them. Where would you have him then? Where would you rank him? Big up Alex saying Grandi ragazzi, Buffon legend, Petercheck world class, Manuel Neuer world class. Sorry. Whoa. He said he corrected himself. He said sorry, Neuer Hall of Fame.
Whoa.
Right. Grandi,
okay. All right.
Alex, I hope you're good, my boy. You almost had my guys having a heart attack live. But I'm glad you corrected it, man. I hope you're good, man. We'll speak very soon. But yeah, thank you for that. But at the moment, we're still at the beginning. So we're doing Allison and YFM saying he would be world class if certain keeper wasn't in this era. Plus, he has many years around it of him. Yeah, I kind of think if we're talking in 10 years' time, I'll be shocked if he's not reached legend.
Me too. Because Liverpool, even though they had a bad, unfortunate year this year, I think they'll be back. So he's either going to be part of that dynasty or he's going to go somewhere else. But I want to change mine to great because I think you guys are right. I think it's too early. And based off some of the other keepers on this list who are current keepers, I don't think they're going to make world class either. So
yeah, I agree with that. So let's move on. Let's why Allison great. Obviously, Liverpool fans, you'll see we've been quite consistent with your players. We've put them either in great or world class because their longevity just quite hasn't been there. But let's see what you guys can do in the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So, but listen, next up, we've got Marc-Andre Testagen. Now, he's an interesting one because I didn't actually realize how long he's been at Barcelona. He's actually been at Barcelona now since 2014. Didn't start the first couple of years because they actually used to play Claudia Bravo in the league and he used to play the Champions League games. So he was part of the treble team, but he didn't play the league game. So it's quite weird. But since 2016, he's been the number one undisputed, played all the games. He's won a Champions League. He's got, I think, 3 or 4 La Ligas, maybe more. I think he's Germany's number 2, which is no disgrace when Neuer's the number 1, and we all know about Neuer and his quality. So yeah, man, another one quite young. I don't think he's still 30 yet. And if he is, he's just touched it. So another one, top keeper, great shot stopper. But yeah, Jeff, where are you putting Testagen?
Him and Allison in the same class in terms of like current crop. I'll probably have him great. So again, another great keeper, but yeah, the time just isn't there yet. So there's a long way to go. But as it stands for keepers, he's definitely up there in the current crop.
Okay. Jalil, what are you saying for Testagen?
Yeah, currently Testagen, he's probably my favorite current keeper at the moment.
Okay.
I can't argue with great. Do you know what? Before, even when I was looking at the list, I was looking at Testagen to be world class. But I'm not sure. Have they got Champions League with him at Barca?
If he's been there since 2014, yeah.
Yeah,
2015, they won it.
How many La Ligas?
At least three. I think it might be four.
Yeah, since 2016, because I know he wasn't playing. I know he was the main Champions League guy.
Yeah, he was the Champions League guy. Yeah.
I want to go. We're just thinking, like as you said, no disrespect for him. No, I want to go world class with him, man. I don't know, man. I got world class vibes. I mean, for me, this is obviously off opinion, so maybe I'm a bit biased with this. It might be a bit of conscious bias, but I really do prefer Testagen, and I think I'm going to go world class for him. I think, but I'm pretty sure the comments might disagree. Or,
Okay, so you're going world class. I think the comments are coming through now. Ed said, "Great for Testagen." Opinion Guna saying Testagen is world class. Big up KD saying try to have serious keepers at the beginning. Yeah, it's a wrap. Where you putting Testagen, bro? Where you putting Testagen? But yeah, you know what? Testagen is a tricky one. He definitely could be world class. He definitely could be.
Do you think like Neuer? Do you think like Neuer's like clouding that? Because obviously Neuer's number one, and you can't touch Neuer. Let's be real.
You can't touch Neuer. Yeah.
With Neuer, I know when they go into games where he's been injured. You know, there was a time he was injured, and it was out of Testagen and Leno, and Testagen always took it. And Testagen,
yeah.
You know, internationally he was okay. I'm not sure what he's won internationally because I know Neuer's won it all. But,
he's won nothing internationally.
Yeah, nothing international. I can imagine. He's just a shot stopper, man.
He's a shot stopper.
Quality one.
I'm not even sure how good he is with his feet, if I'm honest. But he's
good.
He's pretty good with his feet.
But I'm just talking about the shots he stops, man, and everything. I just think it's unbelievable. But yeah, I don't know.
I would just say I think he's done it a bit longer than Allison. So because if he started in 2016, I mean Allison was playing at Roma. To be fair, I think maybe he just wasn't getting the spotlight he deserved. But I'm comfortable with Allison and Testagen chilling in the same tier. I don't mind that. Maybe when we touch on some of the other ones, maybe we'll say, maybe Testagen can go up one. But for now, maybe let's put him in great and see, because I think there's a couple interesting names on this list which divide a bit of opinion. Like some people may, so when we get to them, maybe we'll see where Testagen really belongs. And YFM, where's Oblak? Oblak's coming up, bro. Don't worry, we ain't forgotten Oblak.
He's not playing games already.
Yeah, Chelsea, he just wanted Oblak, bro. Bro, Chelsea. KD saying Testagen can chill and great. Yeah, and that's where he's going for now, bro. That's where he's going for now. Next up, we've got Gianluigi Buffon. Now, I mean, obviously, funny enough, we all know about the story that the only thing he hasn't won is the Champions League. I think he's made it to 3 finals, might be 4 finals, and didn't win. Somehow managed to lose all of them. But we know he's won the World Cup, was a huge part of that. Great Italy defense in 2006. You know, he's almost like the godfather of goalkeepers in a way. He's won everything in the game. It's hard to really have a good description for Buffon because he's done it all. So, yeah, man. Jalil, where are you putting Gianluigi Buffon?
Well, you know, with this guy, it's never too early to touch Hall of Fame. I'm not gonna take him down a notch just because he hasn't won Champions League. I think he can hold a Hall of Fame, you know, because he's won it all. And even, do you know what? I always relate it back to this. When you're playing football with your friends and someone's got to go and goal, what's the first name you hear? Is Buffon. Do you know what I mean? So that name's going to ring bells for a long time. He can't say legend, man. But yeah, I'm not letting no Champions League cloud my judgment on this one. I'm going to go Hall of Fame.
Okay, and Jeff?
Yeah, only Hall of Fame. Only. Been doing it for too long. He's still a backup keeper, right? To Szczesny, even now.
Yeah,
So,
even now, yeah.
Yeah, like I think
even now
he was at Parma for like good nearly 20 years at Juve.
Yeah.
And Juve probably won like 11 Serie A's or 7 or 10 Serie A's in that time.
More.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of these keepers are his sons, man.
Yeah. You know what? Well said. I'm just gonna stick in straight out because you know what? Usually, because we got so many people on the list, we just say Hall of Famers. You go straight to Hall of Fame. But today, I'm looking at the keepers one. I can't lie. I'm not seeing too many Hall of Famers. So I said, you know what? Let's put respect to Buffon. Let's see what the people are saying. Big up George. Hope you're good, George, man. Saying Buffon Hall of Fame. Yeah. YFM saying Godfather. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Penny Guna saying even though he didn't win Champions League, he's still Hall of Fame.
Seems undisputed.
Yeah, Hall of Fame. He had 10 men in front of him in those 3 finals. That's true. That's true. They were getting red cards. KD saying this is a quick one. Hall of Fame settings. And Alex saying I think Hall of Fame is only for player that won everything. Hey, you know what? Yeah, there's no real debate for Buffon. So let's go into Hall of Fame. Now, next up, we got Iker Casillas. Now, again, this guy is iconic. He's won everything in the game. We're talking 2 Euros, World Cup, multiple La Ligas, I think about 5 Champions Leagues. His resume is unreal. He's got an unbelievable resume. He kind of tailed off towards the last couple of years at Madrid. And then obviously he went to Porto, I think, when he was about 33, which makes you think, wow, that's quite early for a keeper. But he came through so early at Madrid that I think that's just naturally how it went for him. But we all know about Casillas. Listen, I'm just hoping there's no disrespect with this one. Iker Casillas, Jeff, where you put him?
That's what I remember. I just want to go down memory lane, yeah. When I think the first time I see Casillas was in a Champions League final. I think that's the first time I saw him, and he came on for like an injured keeper. I can't remember the previous keeper. That was like 98, and he was like 17, 18. And from that moment onwards, you just knew he was 30. Like, he's dumb in goal. Like, even in the era of where Spain were like the unsuccessful team, where they had a bunch of talent and they had a bunch of good goalies at that time as well, like the Canizares and them kind of people there.
Yeah.
He was better than all of them as a young pup. I think the only place he can be in is Hall of Fame as well. I can't lie to you.
Yeah. And Jalil, what are you saying?
Yeah, man. Well said from Jeff, bruv. Like, you look at Casillas. Does he look like the tallest keeper, the biggest keeper? This guy was jumping, saving balls he shouldn't be saving, bruv. He was doing a madness, bruv. I think nothing more. I think nothing less than Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I agree, man. Casillas, he just made some saves that were incredible. And as you said, Jalil, he wasn't the most imposing goalkeeper in the world. So there might be those that say, you know, could he do it on a Tuesday night at Stoke? But, you know, we saw him do it at the highest level. So we can't disrespect Iker Casillas. So Hall of Fame. And you know what? I can't lie. I'm not sure if there's many more Hall of Famers. There might be 1 or 2, maybe, but I'm not sure. But listen, let's carry on. We got Petercheck. I put up a picture of him there at Chelsea because I didn't want to put up a picture of when he was the fraud at Arsenal. I think he was done by that stage of his career. That might be harsh, but yeah, he was a fraud. But yeah, at Chelsea, iconic. Won everything. I believe he won 3 premierships at Chelsea as the starting keeper because then Courtois came in. I think his last year, and he kind of was the backup to him. He's won Golden Glove on multiple occasions. Internationally, he hasn't won anything, but he plays for the Czech Republic, so that's not an expectation. And the only thing I have with Czech is there's a slight sense of regret because as great as he was, I always do question how much better he would have been without that head injury that he suffered. I honestly do feel he was never quite the same after that injury, despite the level he did reach, I don't think he ever quite reached the peak that he had from 2004 to 2006. I think that's the best cech there was, and it's only understandable with the injury that he had. So credit to him for still managing to have such a top career. But without further ado, Jalil Petercheck.
Do you mean Agent Check?
Agent Check, as Troops would like to call him.
This one's it. I already had my position I was going to put Check in, but just to go off of him, you know, well, amazing keeper, good shot stopper. You know, got a Champions League, couple prems. Obviously, internationally couldn't do much. Got obviously FA Cups and all that jazz. We all know that. Then he went to Arsenal. Yeah, like I don't know what he was trying to prove. What else did you want, son? Do you know what I mean? Fuck me. Yeah, man. Obviously, what's going off prime and what he's done, and you can't deny what he's done. And in his time, he definitely, I can definitely put him in the category. Yeah, he can't be in any lower than world class. I think he was a world class keeper, man. For what he's done, I think God knows what would have happened if obviously Courtois didn't come back from Madrid. But yeah, he's got to be world class. I wouldn't be angry to legend, but for me, world class, man, world class.
Okay, Jeff, what are you saying?
I'm kind of conflicted, man. I don't know. I don't know whether he's a legend or world class. Like he's a Prem legend for sure. Like those, because he was part of the Abramovich era, right? Like the first Abramovich era. So they bought him from Rennes. Again, he wasn't that old. He might have been like 21, 22. And he was just a pair of safe hands for years. Like, it's one of them, man. Like, if you were a striker, you don't want to face him. Like, he had a bunch of clean sheets. He had a good defense in front of him, but he was still like a key part of that defense and Chelsea for years. And Arsenal won his finest hour, but then look at who he has in front of him.
Yeah, Mustafi and that.
Mustafi's out there slide tackling oxygen and nitrogen. That guy is ridiculous.
Yo, man, like Mustafi and that. Yo,
he's at Schalke trying to get relegated now.
I apologize. We shouldn't have been bringing up Mustafi in this conversation. I just realized we did that with Manuel Neuer last week. Yeah, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it on check.
Check is either low legend or high world class. I'm not sure which one I want to pick though.
I don't know if this will change your opinion. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm being generous. I was gonna put him in legend though.
Yeah, I think.
I'm not mad at it at all.
Of what Jeff said as well and what you said before, it'll be silly not to put Cech in legend, bruv. I just remember the games he done, and he was in that backline with John Terry where they just conceded God knows how much under
15 goals. Yeah,
Jesus Christ, and he was playing by the way, and he made a lot of sense. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to change my decision and go to legend.
50 goals in 38 league games. That's stupid.
I'm telling you, bruv. Arsenal conceded 15 in 5 games. Man, bruv.
We were 3-0 down the other day.
Oh,
Chelsea to West Ham and that. Let's not even revisit that. Let's not.
Getting boned.
Big up West Ham, actually. Big up West Ham. But you know what? I just quickly on that West Ham game, yeah? I wanted to pay particular eye on Souček because people have been telling me I've been underrating him. And I've had people tell me that he's actually mad techie. Bro, where's this mad techness come from?
I wouldn't agree with that. He's just like Ballack to me. Like he's one that, and even Ballack is techie. So it maybe too much.
Ballack's techie. Ballack,
maybe too much credit. No. I'm not even gonna. I think he's better than Fellaini. Like the way he arrives in the box is ridiculous. Like he knows exactly where to be every time.
No, that's fair. But listen, we'll talk about Souček and that. We'll come on to that. But listen, let's see what the people are saying about Cech. Pintiguna saying Cech at Chelsea was world class. Okay. Katie saying only keeper that can chat to him from the Prem is Van Dassar. Therefore, Cech is equal to legendary status. Ed saying Cech Hall of Fame. Wow, Hall of Fame.
Jesus.
That's a bit too high, Ed. I can't lie. Too wavy. I hear you, but Hall of Fame is high. YFM saying Chelsea is a Chelsea Premier League legend, but world class for me. Okay, so we got another world class as well. Big up Pia, part of the Nipples podcast, saying, love the concept, lads, appreciate it. For me, Cech is legend status, serious keeper. Hear that? Yo, how's it going, my G's? Yes, Mr. PK, hope you're good, bro. Cech legend for me. And YFM saying legend, actually, he's got the most clean sheets in Premier League. Yeah,
Wow.
he does.
Did he ever hit 100? I can't remember if he did.
Yeah. 100 clean sheets in the Prem.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's way more than that.
Where was it at Arsenal? Because there was like a record he was waiting to beat for time, and it wasn't breaking.
I think it was David James's record for most clean sheets in Prem history. That was the record, yeah, and he did it. That's why he stayed out at Arsenal a little bit. I think like 1 year longer, just so he could secure that record. Which I think he could, if he was at any other team, he might have done it a year earlier. But you know, like we said, when you got Mustafi and them man at the back, boy, it's gonna take a long time to break any clean sheet record.
When your first name is Scrotum,
trust me,
first name is Scrotum.
Yo, listen, let's not even talk about that Don, bro. That guy's doing a madness. But listen, we got Claudia Bravo next. Now, this one, I'm curious to see how much recency bias plays a part in this, because Claudia Bravo for a good few years was a very, very solid goalkeeper. Chile's number one, great with his feet. He was a good shot stopper. He's won 2 Copa Americas, which, as we've said before, for Chile is an unbelievable achievement. He also was the starting keeper at Barcelona for, I think, 2 or 3 years. Won the treble, won multiple La Ligas. He was a great, great keeper. But as we know, he went to Man City, and it's fair to say he was pretty bad at Man City. He had a very, very low save percentage. It felt like every shot that was going at him was going in. And it just showed the fragile confidence of a goalkeeper. When you lose your confidence just a bit, the difference it makes in this position in particular is incredible. And I think Claudia Bravo is a great example of that. So I'll come to you first on this one, Jeff. Where do you think Claudia Bravo belongs?
You know what? I'm happy you said what you said, because the end of his career really did tarnish like what he did prior. Because like he just ended up being like Pep's crash dummy. Like, all right, this is how I want the goalie to play, but you're not it. So let me go bring in Edison. But he might escape. Should not be on this list. He might, by his years before, because he was good at Barcelona and he was good for Chile. Yeah, he's a solid keeper, and even at moments for City, they had to depend on him in like cup games, and he showed flashes of his old self, like even at like 35, 36 years of age.
Yeah.
You know what? Low grade, he escaped should not be on this list for me.
Okay. I think in your heart, you wanted to put him, shouldn't be on this list, in your heart. But generosity.
He was going to be in the, like, what do you call it? Go green, recycling bin.
That's a recycling bin. You go, listen, Jeff is feeling generous today. We've seen how Jeff moves with people like Kanu and that. He just whacks them straight to the bottom of the list. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kanu should still have been world class, but we'll move on. Listen,
Kanu is 79 years of age. Shout out to Kanu.
Shout out to Kanu. Hey, Jalil, what are you saying for Claudia Bravo, bro?
Yeah, man. I'm not going to spend too much time on him, man. I'm going to agree with Jeff and go great, man.
Yeah.
I was thinking shouldn't be on the list, but that won't be fair just based on the City stuff. But and what he did do, maybe in his first bit of the season when he first came. Yeah, I mean, he was a good keeper, but yeah, his footwork let him down. So yeah, I'm going to go great, man. He was a good shot stopper. So, and what he done for Chile as well. As we were saying about Alexis, it's not easy to win in that Chile team, but let's be real. With the short defenders they had, do you know what I mean? I'm going great, man. Going great.
Okay, Jalil's going great. Jeff's going great. Let's see what you all are saying. By the way, YFM actually gave us the official stats. Cech at 162 clean sheet at Chelsea and 40 at Arsenal, so 202 overall. That's filthy. Can't lie. KD saying Bravo can show him great. Ed saying Bravo great because of Chile. Opinion Guna saying Bravo world class. I'd actually ignore him as City. YFM saying Bravo shouldn't be on this list. Ouch. Opinion Guna saying actually Bravo should be in high grade. Mr. PK saying bin him. Anyone would have done well in that Barca team. Yeah, that's harsh, bro. That's harsh. That's harsh. I'm telling you, Almunia wouldn't have done that. I'm telling you, bro. Almunia would not have done that.
Almunia.
I was gonna put Almunia on this list actually. Ted Adi saying not on this list. Big up, bro. He's always harsh. And Relentless saying Buffon never won a Champions League. Hey, big up Relentless. Wait, so what are you saying, Relentless?
Wait,
are you saying,
John? I'm not being funny, but Messi and CR7 never won a World Cup, so let's not do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. So Relentless.
Does World Cup even mean? Well, does all right? I just want to ask a question. Yeah, maybe not linked to Champions League. Is World Cup mean what it used to mean?
That's a good question. You know,
that's a great question. You know,
because before,
yes, I can't lie. Actually, for me, it still matters the same, but I don't think it matters as much in the wider public as it used to.
Because I got like a similar feeling towards it because it used to be like the pinnacle. Don't get me wrong, it is still the pinnacle. But if you're Messi and Ronaldo and you've won numerous Champions League in the best football competition or European football competition, that equates to like a World Cup, especially if you've won it numerous times. So
yeah.
Like I don't like even if that the Hall of Fame category, like certain players have won World Cups and they don't deserve to be there. Like what's my man who scored the winner for Italy, Grosso? Would he deserve to be in Hall of Fame because he scored?
Oh yeah, man like Grosso, yeah. No, that's a good point. That's a good point. But you know what it is now? I feel like what modern day, not even modern day, what player, if we even go back to the 2000s or before, has more than one World Cup medal? Because man like Pele and that, they got 3. But I think people think that's normal. It's not normal. Maradona only had 1 World Cup. Things Zidane's got 1. R9's got 1. It's not normal to get more than 1 World Cup. France have a good chance to. I can't lie. And especially Mbappe. He's already got 1. He might get 2. And if he gets something like 3 with everything he's going to do at club, then Mbappe is going to be an interesting conversation in 10 years.
Oh, that boy's a killer.
Yeah, boy, I'm telling you, man. But listen, we all know the story. Arsene Wenger didn't want to pay $5 million to get him, innit? We got Wenger.
Hey, John, why do you keep relating back to Arsenal, man? Leave us alone.
Hey, my bad. Sorry, bro.
That was unnecessary, man.
Sorry, too much pain, man. Mr. PK is saying, I would have done that, bro. So he said he could have done what Claudia Bravo did. Fair enough. We might need you for our friendly then, bro. Can't lie. Their post saying R9 never won a Champions League, probably the best striker ever. Yeah. Very good point. With that. Very good point. Opinion Guru saying, don't even mention Almunia. Sorry, bro. I'll take it back. Relentless saying World Cup biggest trophy in sports. R9 has only 14 goals in the Champions League, but he did it in the World Cup. Yeah, I mean, see, some stats in football are funny, and that R9 Champions League stat is a funny one. But he had multiple knee injuries, and he played for Barcelona.
Shouldn't even have been playing at a point. Like, if you have 3 cruciate knee ligament injuries before you're 25, come on.
Yeah, I mean, he should have been done. And there's Ed being Ed saying Arsenal 2. Yeah, I'm not going to finish that. But
thank you. Appreciate it.
Ed's always here to remind us. But listen, Claudia Bravo will go in great for now. And we'll keep it moving. Next up, let's do this one quite quick. Tebow Courtois. Now, he actually divides opinion. I think people don't like his character. I think he's come out with quite a few outlandish quotes in his time. But we can't deny that he's a top keeper. He replaced Cech at Chelsea. In fact, even before then, he was doing brilliant at Atletico Madrid. Was the keeper when they won La Liga against Barca and Madrid, both bang in the middle of their primes, which is an unbelievable achievement. Went to Chelsea, won the Premier League twice with them, and has gone to Real Madrid, and I think he's won 1 La Liga. So you look at his accolades. I think he's made one Champions League final, Atletico, which they lost to Madrid. He's made a World Cup semi-final, so he's got good accolades, and he's still pretty young. I think early 30s. So I know people may not like his character, but he is a very, very good goalkeeper. So Jalil, Tebow Courtois, what are you saying?
Yeah, Courtois. Yeah, he's world class for me. I'll leave it to debate if we get into it. But yeah, he's world class for me.
Okay, and Jeff?
He's had the most Jekyll and Hyde career I've ever seen as a goalkeeper. 1 minute he's good, 1 minute he's bad. He was the worst Real Madrid signing for a bit. I think he was actually on a poll.
Yeah, he was. It was.
He should be great, in my opinion. And yeah, I'm even leaning towards lower great because of his inconsistent career. You shouldn't be an inconsistent goalkeeper. Okay. The position doesn't call for you to be inconsistent. That's why he divides opinion to me.
Yeah. You know, one thing I find interesting about this list with keepers is that there's always been this thing that you can't win anything without a top keeper, right? We've all heard that growing up. Now, bearing that in mind, I thought I would have way more keepers to choose from. But when you actually look at it, it kind of shows, is the goalkeeping position overvalued in football? Is that a controversial thing to say?
It's still the most important, in my opinion.
You think still the most important, yeah?
Yeah, I just think the values have changed. And I think Pep single-handedly changed the values.
Yeah.
Because someone like De Gea, I know he's coming up, was considered one of the best goalkeepers with his feet if we were looking at 2016. And then all of a sudden now, when you look at it, he's one of the keepers who you'd want the ball to go back to because a mistake's coming. So goalkeepers kind of become like sweeper. You have to be able to play with your feet. You set up the attack. I know that's what Arteta's trying to do at Arsenal, for example, following the Klopp and City blueprint. So I just think the values changed.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I mean, I see goalkeepers very similar to how American football players see their quarterbacks. They're quite important. As Jeff just said, they're there now to, be sweepers and set up play, for example, from the back. How important is that? It's like seeing, quarterbacks when they're about to do their attack, they give it to the quarterback and then he folds it to whoever is, the running back, whoever's there. So I think goalkeepers are very important in this day and age. If I'm honest with you, there's not enough that's good enough. That should be on this level. As I said, the times change. You need to adapt. There should be more goalkeepers playing with their legs and everything, not just be shot stoppers and stuff. Because right now, if I'm a striker and I see a goalkeeper with the ball, I'm charging at him because I know there's a mistake in it. Unless I know they can play up and back, I'm not going to waste my energy if I know you can play 1-2s. I'm going to sit back. So they're very important.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think, to be honest, we all play as well. And anyone that plays knows that if you ever play 11 aside and you've got a striker up top that you're like, man, this guy, I can give him 5 chances. He's missing all of them, right? It's not stressful. It's more like you're kind of anticipating it, but you're like, you know what? Today he might score one. But when you've got a keeper that you feel like, any shot that goes his way might go in, it's peak. You can't play properly. You can't play properly.
Players like Firmino and Lacazette are very, very, valued in terms of they're not always there to score goals, but they're there to put pressure on the keepers to seek them out to see who's got a mistake in them or not. Do you know what I mean? So it's a weird one, man. It's a weird one.
No, keepers is a weird one, but as someone who for 1 year played centre back, and sometimes you know what it is when you play centre back, Jalil, you make mistakes sometimes, and you need your keeper to bail you out. And it's a sweet feeling when the keeper does that. But if you got a clown behind you, it's peak.
It's mad. It's mad back there.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So now big up to all the sick keepers out there. We appreciate you. Courtois. Just looking at some of the names you got coming up.
I don't think it's a bad thing if we get a lot of goalkeepers in great, because we need to understand the term of great. Great means, oh, they were a great goalkeeper. And I think
to
say that they were great, I don't think that's a negative thing. But
I don't think it is.
I think for this one, should it be on this list? It's actually a disrespect. Because what other position could you play off their goalkeeper? It's a disrespect.
Yo, it's peak, but I'm gonna put Courtois in great for now. But I'm actually looking forward to the next couple. This should be quite interesting still.
I don't know if the Gea needs to be up there right now, you know. I think he should be.
Hey.
Yo, Jalil, don't do this, bro. United fans are on your backing off, bro. Please. Don't do it, though. Don't cast their mind.
They're gonna shoot at you, bro.
Trust me, fam. Look at it. Hey, it's peak. Relentless saying world-class top 3 or 5 keeper right now for Courtois. Probably top 5. Yeah, top 5.
On form, yeah.
Yeah. Mr. PK is saying great. I think Courtois might have won La Liga with Atletico Madrid. Yeah, he did, bro. I'd say Courtois is high grade though. Fair enough. Relentless saying goalkeepers go through so much stress during games. If they F up, it's over. Yeah, that's true, man. It's true. The life of a keeper. But hey, it is what it is. You guys chose that position. David De Gea. Now, again, this is where recency bias. Let's not forget what De Gea was doing for a 4-year stretch. For 4 years, there were people saying, is this guy better than Buffon? That's the question that was out there. That's how good he was playing for United. He was single-handedly saving them games. And the problem for him is that he was doing that when United were crap. They were what his saves were worth what? Getting 5th, getting 4th, getting an FA Cup. But that's not what you get remembered for. You will get remembered for the iconic stuff. And unfortunately for him, he's won 1 Premier League. And I think he's won an FA Cup, a Europa League. He's won nothing for Spain. In fact, there's even been a point when he's been dropped. And it's not just that he's been dropped for Spain. He's been dropped by Kepper, which, I mean, that's outrageous. I can't even lie. To be dropped for Kepper, you might as well have been dropped for Almunia. I can't lie to you. But listen, David De Gea, I still rate him highly. But I can't lie, he had a big dip in form, which is now not really a dip because it's been like 2 years. Some question whether he was always a keeper that relied too much on his feet and has never really developed the other assets, the other side of his game enough. There's always been that question mark. So I guess this is a question for Jeff. David De Gea. Where are you putting him?
David De Gea has had me doubting my football IQ for 3 years. I don't know, because at one point I was one of them men saying, yeah, he's with Neuer. In terms of the best people around.
I was there as well.
Because he's doing stuff you shouldn't be doing as a goalkeeper. I remember one game where it was United Arsenal when Mourinho was in charge, and they won 3-1, and he made 10, no joke, 10 world-class saves. And you're thinking, this guy's not human. But recent years, it's your career, right? So he had a good year or two at Atletico.
Yeah.
Moved to United when he was 20. Took 3 years or so to become a good keeper at United. Then had 2 good years at United. 3 good years. Outstanding years, not even I'm disrespecting it. Outstanding or phenomenal years. And then has had 2 subpar years again. It's one of the weirdest careers. It's like Courtois to me. It's just one of those topsy-turvy careers. And to top it all off, like you said, you lost your position to Kepper. Going great. He doesn't deserve any world class, no legend, no Hall of Fame. Great. And he's just mid-great. He's lucky to even be there.
Ouch. Jalil, bro, please don't do it, okay? Just be sensible.
Is this mic on?
That means he's gonna go nuts.
Listen, you know how I was telling you, that if you shouldn't be on this list, that's kind of a disrespect.
Yeah.
De Gea. No, I'm not going to disrespect De Gea because he had that.
I was going to say.
you know what the funny thing is? The funny thing is, I can see my phone popping off. I'm not looking at it. I have about 20 guys outside my yard in a bit, so I'm going to say the right thing.
You trust me.
But yeah, no, man. Well, everything that Jeff said, man, I echo, man. I echo. Mid-grade, you know, he's just great. And he's a great keeper. You know, he's done his business. He's done the job. Do you know what I mean? Everything. And there's too many mistakes to say world class or to put him up to anything else. There's too many mistakes in there. And as someone said, I don't know if a comment said or one of you guys said it, but once one mistake is made, it's quite hard to come back from that. And just to go off something as well, Buffon has made a mistake in a game and he's come back and saved their ass. Juventus' ass many times. It just shows what kind of goalkeeper you are. De Gea, yeah, he's got a touch great, man. He's got a touch great. I can't keep you. Guy shouldn't be on the list. Nah, I'm joking.
That fax machine might have hurt his whole career.
Bruv, I'm telling you, that fax machine moment gets forgotten because United would have gone Kayla Navas.
It's madness. I still don't understand why a fax machine was being used in the 2010s, but that's neither here nor there. Like, bro, his career has been on ice since.
Mourinho did some dodgy stuff, man. Mourinho did some dodgy stuff, bro. Mourinho could have been with a gun to his head on someone, bro. He was looking at it thinking, yo, I don't want Romero in goal, bro. Man. Right, yeah, man. But listen, people, 45 minutes in, make sure to smash that like button. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. Let's see if we can get to 20 likes today, people. Let's see what you guys are saying before I say my piece on David De Gea. De Gea got dead feet still, and Leno as well. De Gea great because of his accomplishments, but he was too cold in his pump. He was unreal. Relentless saying De Gea legend shot stopper, but man's got dead feet, so I would say great. And I think the Relentless point there kind of sums up a bit how much keepers have changed. The fact that you can be a great shot stopper, legendary shot stopper, and bad at your feet, and that brings you down. That kind of shows how much the modern game's really adapted. Mr. PK is saying world class, but because of Ed Binham, right, okay. Man, sending for Ed, man, like PK. KD saying the hair great. Yeah, it's true. He's got bad feet. I can't lie. A great shot stopper. Opinion Guru saying the gear is too tricky, so I might stay out of that one. Listen, it gets political out here. Mr. PK is saying Jeff harsh, but makes good points on the hair. Big up Lucia saying where is Seaman? Listen, he didn't do enough in the 2000s. And listen, let's not talk about that fraud.
Big up
that ponytail idiot.
Huh?
That ponytail idiot, man.
Hey, bro, listen. After Ronaldinho did that thing to him, I can never respect him. But big up David Seaman, though.
It happened to him twice in his career. Remember that Cup Winners' Cup? He got done by the same.
Oh, yeah. No, big up. Agent Seaman, you know. I've actually got Sam. You guys will know Sam, the goalkeeper, saying how he wants to comment on the chat. Bro, if you want to comment, you just post a comment, bro. You should be live on YouTube, so it should be quite easy. There should be a live chat option. So you're a keeper, so we look forward to your expertise.
Or create a channel if you don't. I think, yeah, you have to create a channel if you don't know how, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, maybe. Might be, yeah. Or like when you say channel, you mean like just like a Google, innit? Like a Google. Yeah. That's what you need to do, Sam. So look forward to seeing your comment, bro. I know it could be mad. Opinion Guru saying, my heart wants to say the Gea is world class, but he's made too many mistakes, so it should be great. Mr. PK asking where Seaman, where he belongs. RXSA saying the Gea great, big up, bro. Hope you're good. The Gea is great. He has been humbled by too many average players. I'm a United fan too. There you have it.
Jesus Christ.
Lennon saying Henderson is better.
Imagine.
Okay. Imagine how times have changed. But listen, David De Gea, he goes in great. I agree with you guys. I think in his prime, he was better than everyone in the great category. But it's just been too much up and down. Too much up and down.
Yeah.
So great, I think is there. Is fair enough. Next up, an interesting one. We got Dida. Man like Dida. Now he's actually, I think he's won everything in the game. People correct me if I'm wrong, but I actually think he might have even been Brazil's starting keeper at the 2002 World Cup. Am I right or wrong?
I thought it was Taffarel. Maybe I'm wrong.
Ooh, Taffarel still at that time. Let me check. Or someone in the comments correct me if I'm being mad. For when Dida took over, because he did have his period as Brazil's starting goalkeeper, and he would have been 27 in 2000. So, people, let me know if he started or like what Brazil's starting lineup was. But anyway, yeah. So he's potentially won a World Cup. He's obviously won Serie A's. He's won the Champions League with AC Milan twice, 2 Champions League titles as their number 1 keeper. And yeah, Dida's just World Cup winner. So I assume he was the number 1. I assume he was. If someone can get a starting lineup from the final from 2000s, that'll be appreciated. But yeah, man, Dida, I feel like sometimes he gets a bit disrespected. But yeah, he was a very good goalkeeper. And but I would like to mention that for me, the highlight of his career remains that moment against Celtic in the Champions League when I've never seen anything like it. Man literally got tapped on the shoulder and collapsed like he died and got stretchered off. Like, that was an incredible acting performance. So he would be a Hall of Fame actor for sure. That was incredible. Like, talk about no shame. Man's literally allowed himself to get stretchered off in oxygen, knowing he was all right. It's on. So big up to
big 6'5" guy as well.
Just big 6'5" guy. Just, it's not even like it was a fan as well. It wasn't even a player. So I thought was he trying to get the fans set off? I don't know what he was thinking. But listen, Jalil, Dida, where you putting him, bro?
Yeah, man, Dida, he definitely had a motive. You know, when you're playing football, every side, you're thinking, if I just get injured now, I can meet up with the boys and pre-drink with them and go out and do the pitch. You know what I mean? He definitely did that. But yeah, Dida, man. Oh, bruv. I mean, yeah, nice and short, man. I can't. I was thinking world class, but of all that achievements, and I'm gonna go legend. I'm gonna go legend.
Shit.
Holy shit!
It's a bit much. I can't lie to you. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna go legend and back Dida, man. I'm gonna back Dida, man. He was good to watch during my time as a kid as well, watching him in that team. I mean, he didn't get a lot of shine, especially not being in the Brazil team, because obviously there was other players around him. But you still watch Dida and like you could admire him. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go legend. I'm gonna give him a legend.
Okay, legend from Jalil for Dida. Jeff, what are you saying?
All right, I'm gonna disrespect the hell out of Dida.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
With I just found the starting lineup starting lineup. The starting goalkeeper was Marcos. I don't even remember who that was, if I'm honest. And Dida was on the bench, so he's still a World Cup winner, Champions League winner, Serie A winner, and shouldn't be on this list for me because from like when I remember watching Dida, like he was in the era where there were still Khans and whoever else, the Buffons and Toldos and Paliukas, and I just look at Dida and think, you are a joke, man. Like, his best highlight was getting hit with a flare, man.
Yo, this is getting personal, Jeff. I can't lie, bro. Are you gonna say one good thing?
He was tall.
That's not even an attribute, bro. That's just his height, bro.
I don't even know what to say about, like, from what I remember about him, he was not like, I just used to look at him and think, how are you where you are? Like, someone else should be there.
Yikes.
Jeff said it as it is as well. So with that, what he's saying, I know he's saying it with passion.
Yeah. But listen, I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna go world class, but now Jeff's made me think, and I've started processing. I'm thinking, let me think of some Dida highlights. And I remember his mistake in the Champions League final, him parrying shots, him being a very erratic goalkeeper. The only thing I would say about Dida is when he was playing in goal and I was watching AC Milan games, whenever the other team had a shot, it wouldn't be one of those where I'm like, yeah, sorry, keeper's got it on lock. It's more like it could be 50-50 here. And that's maybe a slight indictment, but you can't take away his accomplishments. And like I said, I think for me, that moment against Celtic alone means he shouldn't be on this list. That makes a minimum great, because that's just legendary. Like, you'll be iconic forever for that. I can't lie, bro. Like Jalil said, it definitely seemed like he had a motive. Some of his Brazil mandem said, yo, let's try out Scotland. Let's see what a night out is saying. But listen, Dida, man, I'm gonna put him great. I'm gonna put him great. So we've got one on this list. We got one legend and we got one great. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know how we decide this one. People talk to us. What do you say? I'll let you guys decide. You guys decide.
He's got a lot of stuff under his belt. Do you know what I mean? Like,
he does.
So I understand. I totally understand where Jeff's coming from, because Jeff don't chat S. You don't chat S. So I understand where he's coming from. But he's got a lot of achievements, I think.
He does.
I don't want him to be the first to be on this list.
Nah, I don't think he will be. Let me see what the people are saying. YFM saying Dida legend.
Whoa.
Okay. Whoa. Opinion Green saying world class. Mr. PK saying, wow, Jeff's going in on Dida. Hey.
Sorry, man.
Listen. Mr. PK is saying low world class. Okay, so we've had 2 world class and 1 legend. People, I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to let me know where you think Dida belongs. Otherwise, at the moment, he's going into world class, because that's where the majority is swinging to. Seeing as us 3, we each had a different one. So let's see. Let me give the people 30 seconds.
I'm not mad at world class. I mean, I'm not going to be mad at great as well.
I wouldn't be mad at either of them. Maybe Jeff's going to be mad at world class.
I'll be upset if he shouldn't be on the list, though.
Now, my one might have been a bit harsh, but yeah, it's just, I'm balancing it out, because he won so much and got respect. I'm disrespecting him, so it evens out.
I see. Yeah. I see that. Opinion Agreed saying, let's keep it in the middle, put him great. YFM saying he's a legend, but world class. You know what? I think you guys, let's put him world class for now then. I feel like more of you are saying world class, so let's put him world class. Man like Dida the actor.
Dida De Niro.
Dida De Niro. I'm going to watch that back afterwards just so I can have a laugh. Now, let's do the next couple quick. We got Edison up next. We know what he's done. 2 Premier Leagues with City. Unbelievable left foot. His passing is better than some, well, definitely some defenders. But, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm still trying to understand why he can't play. He can't be better than Xhaka. But, again, that might just be a personal attack on Xhaka. But, honestly, I think Edison might be better than him. But, anyway, moving on aside from that, we know what he's done. He's Brazil's number 2 behind Allison. We know that. But 2 Premier Leagues, about to be 3, 1 FA Cup, everything in the resume at club level except Champions League. And again, he's still very young as well himself. So, yeah, Edison, Jeff, where are you putting him, bro? Let's make Edison a quick one.
Yeah, I haven't got much to say about Edison. Good keeper, or very good keeper. Great.
Okay, Jalil?
Yeah, I agree. He's got the best footwork as well, man. He could play centre back for them. But I think I'll just say this though. Let's say City win the CL, we could be changing our mind on him, I think. But that's neither here or there. I mean, Allison has probably achieved the same amount, but for me, if I was to go for Allison and Edison, I'll probably go for Edison just because of his footwork. I wouldn't be upset if he played centre back with me. Do you know what I mean? I could rely on him for his footwork. So yeah, but I'm not gonna argue with great. 100% great.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I would put him great as well. It's funny, we've got a lot of great, which again is not disrespect, but maybe it shows something about the goalkeeping position, that it takes something to be a different level. But yeah, and again, people might say then, why is Didon world class? Hey, Didon's done what he's done. Didon's done what he's done. We can't take that away from him. We can't take that away from him. Like I said, I think people disrespect Didon sometimes. But yeah, listen. Next up, we got YFM's man. He's here, Jan Oblak. To me, right now, I would just have him just a little bit above Allison as my best keeper in the world. Just because I feel like he reminds me of that good old classic solid keeper. Makes all the saves you need to make, catches the ball when you need to catch it, can pull off the spectacular saves, and is competent enough with his feet. For me, if you got all those four, you're top keeper, and he's got that. He club level, he's won the, I think accolades wise, he doesn't have the most. He's got Europa League. He's lost the Champions League final once. No La Liga, even though that might change this year because Atletico are top, 4 points clear of Barcelona, so they might win that. Internationally, obviously, we're not expecting him to win anything. I think is he Serbian? Well, where is he from? Does anyone know? I always get mixed up about Black. Does anyone know where he's from?
Slovenia, sorry.
I think you're on mute.
Oh, I am? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So if anyone knows where he's from, because I think both Jalil and I can't hear them anymore.
You can't hear me? Jeff, I can hear you still. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. I think
Jan Oblak. Where are we going for Jan Oblak, guys?
John, can you hear us, yeah? John?
Yeah.
What's that?
Hear us.
Can you hear us, yeah?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Can you hear me?
What's that?
Can you hear me, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear both of you. I can hear both of you. Yeah, so where would you put Jan Oblak? Because, like I said, accolades-wise, he doesn't have the best resume accolade-wise, but he plays for Atletico, so it's tough. So where would you guys put him? Jalil.
You want to go first?
Yeah, Jalil, go on.
Yeah, man. I think I'm taking accolades out the way, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But in regards to saying this, yeah, I still think Testagen currently is a better keeper than him, you know? So
it's arguable.
Yeah, 100%. So if I'm gonna put Testagen, we agree to Testagen being great and all these keepers, he could be in a higher grade. But his accolades doesn't allow him to be a world-class keeper, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go great.
Okay, and Jeff?
He has to go in great along with the current crop of keepers for me. I feel like none of them have done enough to be considered world-class yet. The jury's still out. He's another one of them. Great keeper, though.
Okay. Let me see what the people are saying. Opinion Agree is saying Oblak is 100% world-class. Big up Sam, he found his way in. Oblak is the best in the world at the moment. I agree with that. So where would you rank him, bro? Where would you put him? YFM saying world-class, top shelf. Love Oblak has to be world-class. And big up also saying he's from Slovenia. Yeah, he's Slovenian. Yeah, appreciate that, guys. You know what? Oblak's an interesting one. I think talent-wise, he's definitely world-class. But I think accolades hold him back. I can't lie. They do. But Jalil, where did you put him in the end?
Yeah, I had to put him in great, man. You know, my reasons were obviously it's arguable, but I would have gone to Testagen. 100% is better in my opinion. But that's debatable as it is.
Yeah, debatable.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real. Oblak is a world class keeper, but he hasn't done enough at level. He got packed in by Chelsea, and they've been a struggling Chelsea team until Tuchel come in. So. Yeah, man. I mean, I could say a lot about him. but I'm going to put him as great, unfortunately.
Okay, I tend to agree with both of you. I think ability-wise is world-class, but accolades-wise, you kind of got to bring it back a little bit and bring him back down to great. Now, if you look at the other keepers on the great, would I take him over Alison? Yes, probably I would. Over Testagen? Yes, probably I would. Over Claudia Bravo, obviously, of course. Over Courtois? Yes. Over De Gea in his prime, probably tough. And then over Edison, yeah. But I think for now, probably great. Let's see what Sam's saying. If you compare him to the other keepers in great, then he has to be in world class. Fair point. Big up Jamie. Hope you're good, bro. Saying great. How's he world class? Now, to be fair, we're putting him in great, to be fair. Let me just whack him there. Let me just see. Wait, hold on. I think Rash just joined us. Yes, Rash.
Yes, what's going on, peeps?
Rash. What's good, my bro?
Good, yeah. Sorry about the lateness. Had a bit of work to do. You guys all right, yeah?
Yeah, all good, man. And no worries. Like we always say, work pays the bills, and that's the number one priority always. So that's how it goes. But yeah, Rash, you know what? Before we move on to Julio Cesar, do we just want to have a look at our list quickly and see if you have any disagreements?
Oh,
excited to say, look at him.
Oh, what's going on here? Okay, so is what in their primes? You're saying these guys are just great?
Yeah, but I think
just careers.
Great is not disrespect. Remember, that's Allison. He's a great keeper. Just use it in the terms of that, because great is still a big word. But they're not world class yet. You got Rash. One more thing I'll say is they still got time on their hands. Most of them are under 30, other than you know your Brunos and that. So they've still got times. And as I said just a couple of minutes ago, you look at Edison. You know, in a couple of months, if he wins the Champions League, we could be changing our minds. Do you know what I mean? So, gotta see it like that, bro.
Okay, all right. So you think Edison, Allison, Courtois, and De Gea are just great goalkeepers? They're not world-class goalkeepers.
That's what I said.
That's all. That's a bit weird still.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is?
The world-class keepers, but the achievements kind of bring them down one tier.
All right. So Allison, what's he got? Champions League and League, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
But it's not just it. That's good, man. For goalkeepers, remember, goalkeepers don't really, you know what I mean? Goalkeepers don't really get a lot. If you've got kind of what you can, I mean, what else has he got? Did they get any FA Cups or no FA Cups have they, or no League Cups or anything like that? No, Edison got League Cup, got League, and he got FA Cup, right?
Yeah, he's got all the accolades in terms
of so he's got domestic accolades, yeah.
He's got domestic, yeah.
Courtois got a couple domestic accolades in the UK as well, right? But none in Spain, right?
He's actually won one La Liga.
Oh, he's already got that, yeah.
He's got two La Ligas, one at Atletico as well.
Testagen's got a Champions League and about 3 or 4 La Ligas as well, but you know he's still young. He's still got time.
Who's that?
Testagen.
Okay, yeah. So he's got what, a Champions League and 4 La Ligas as well.
Yeah, but Testagen's a weird one because he's got the Champions League, but when he won Champions League, he was the backup keeper.
He shouldn't even be there. He didn't get it then.
But then he won.
He didn't get it.
He didn't get it. It went him.
It's complex. You see, it's not as it's a bit tricky because you know what it is, Rash. If we put one of them in world class, we kind of have to put the rest in world class.
But I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah. To be fair,
who like, because look, there's not a lot of accolades that a keeper can get. If he's not number one, he ain't getting shit because he's number 2 and he ain't gonna really get anything. So if you are the number 1 keeper, you manage to get league titles, you get Champions League, you get domestic medals. It's got to mean a lot more than an out of field player, actually, I think, man, because it's just that's your one position you've got to hold down for that whole entire time. Look at De Gea. He was their best player at Manchester United, the best player at Man United for like 5 seasons. Like, and he's a goalkeeper. Yeah, he was the one who everyone was like, yeah, we probably won't win because of him. No one else. Do you know what I mean? And he's won domestic titles. Don't think he got Champions League or anything like that. He got European. He got the European title though, didn't he? Was he in goal though for the final? He wasn't, was he? So.
Yeah, don't big up the gay away because I'll rattle these United fans right now, bro.
Look, I think he's had a poor 2.5 Do you know what I'm trying to say? But before that, you can't say he wasn't the most consistent United player there is on the pitch.
Yeah, he was for
Do you know
4
what I
years.
mean? He was getting player of the season for like 4 years, and before
30
that,
months a long time though.
yeah, and before that, yeah, I get that.
That's a 30 months, bro.
But
That's a 30
48 months is a lot to hold down the team in order to be the best player in the team for 48 months as well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And before, and think about that. Before those 4 years where he was the best player in their team, people was already saying he might be the best player in the Prem, if not the world, at that time, because it was it's between him and Courtois, and it's between him and this person. But in reality, it was him. He was holding down that number 1 spot during that period of time before Man United went into turmoil as well.
Rash. Pope.
Yeah.
Pope was holding down his team for 2 years.
Bruv, I don't know. I don't know who that guy is, man. Who's Pope? Who's Pope? I don't know this guy.
The Burnley keeper.
He's too young. He's too young. I don't know about this guy. His career's too young. His career's too young, man.
No, but they're calling him to be England's number 1, Pope. Yeah, I think it's for Burnley, right?
Yeah, it's for Burnley, bro.
And he's been keeping them up, and he's been amazing in a shit team. The game's been a shit team where it's been declining.
Yeah, Green was England goalkeeper too. Yeah, it don't mean nothing. Yeah, it don't mean nothing.
Rob Green.
Yeah,
Green,
do you know what I mean? Shout out Rob Green. You know what I mean? But I just think, look,
give me one.
All right, I think.
Who do you want to debate? Who's the one that sticks out?
The one that sticks out for me is De Gea, and the reason why is because not only that his consistency over that period of time when United were pants, but beforehand he was a sick goalkeeper. He was sick. Everyone knows that. De Gea was like the best goalkeeper in the Prem. There wasn't no one better than him. Like,
I can't lie. I hate this argument. I'm not mad if to go up to world class. I'm not mad at it.
Man, I'm kind of weird. I'll put De Gea, Courtois, flipping Allison, Edison, world class.
Man.
You know what?
Yeah,
you know
because
what?
I'll put a couple of the other keepers in the great that I can see on the list, man.
If we put one of them in world class, then they've all got an argument to be world class. I don't think that's fair.
Well, everyone on the bottom row. So everyone in the whole bottom row. I mean, not bottom row, but that's not yet on the list.
Allison, Testagen, Old Black, Courtois, and Edison will all have to go world class if De Gea goes world class, in my opinion.
And
I don't think that's like, because their careers, like De Gea might have a 10-year career, and even that, like I was saying like earlier, his career's been topsy turvy. He arrived as a flimsy. He had the body of like a 9-year-old for like 3 years. He had no muscle whatsoever. He was getting punched up for time. Then he got it together. He was a solid keeper. Don't get me wrong. He had phenomenal seasons, but those 2-3 phenomenal years that he had don't outweigh the inconsistent side of things for me. Because if it's been 30 months since you've been good, and they're linked with every keeper under the sun to replace you, and you're 30, how could you be a world class to me? Because your career has just been up and down. Like, you started as a great prospect, you then turned into what did Ferguson do here? Why did he buy him? And then you kind of brought it back, and you were a solid keeper again. You were world class. You were, in my opinion, better than Neuer for a couple of seasons. And then you've kind of gone back to average Joe again, making mistakes, getting done by Messi and that, just throwing it in the net.
I mean, it's hard because the last 2 seasons has been wretched for him. It's been really hard.
It is.
Wretched, man. But
Kepper kept De Gea at the Spanish team. I'm just letting you know that, yeah.
Bruv, Kepper is a garbage. I don't care. I don't want to hear that guy's name.
What does that say about De Gea then?
De Gea had the last bad 2 years, bruv.
Yeah, I hear Rash at this one. The last 2 years for De Gea have really tarnished his name massively.
But everything, like, in reality, in his tenure at United, he must have had at least 6 strong seasons.
At least 5.
Ooh, 6.
I'd say from 13-14 to about 17-18, he was solid. So that's 13-14, 14-15, 15-16, 5 years. That's a solid 5 years. I think his career. I think in reality, it was, if we look back, it was Ronaldo in the 2018 World Cup. Remember that shot, that left foot shot that should never have gone in?
But
De Gea
yeah,
just,
look,
he's never been
guys.
the same since then. He's never
I'm
been the same.
looking. I'm looking at like Czech. Yeah, Czech you got as a legend, bro. Yeah, Czech's been at our club. We know what we think of Czech.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
forget agent
What
check.
the hell,
Forget
bro?
agent
Well,
check.
nah, man. Czech was. I was.
Forget,
Come on, man. Czech was
bro,
in goal
forget
for us. You
agent
know
check.
he was nervous every single game. Every game, man was nervous, bro. Like it didn't matter if we was playing well. Got Czech in goal, he might just do a mad thing like just kick the ball in the goal or something like that.
Yeah.
He was like Czech was like Czech since Czech got, unfortunately he got the head injury. Yeah, he wasn't the same Czech.
Yeah, he wasn't.
That Czech beforehand was dirty, but was that as many seasons as the game? No way.
That's De Gea won Champions League after that head injury and a few more Prems after that head injury, bro.
Yeah, sick team.
What's De Gea done?
He was part of a sick team.
You know what? Listen, let's keep it on, but just
When he was part of an average team, Arsenal, what did we get?
Yeah, true.
He had scrotum in front of him, man.
Listen. But before we move on, just last thing I want to ask that. You're okay with Dida world class?
Are you not saying these? Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, cool. That's the most important one for me, Dida.
I was gonna go into it, but then you know what? I quickly went back in time in my head. I was like, you know what? Yeah, but
No, Rash, I said legend. I said legend.
I said not on this list.
Talk your shit, man. Talk your
do
shit.
you know it is because I remember Dida's name because there wasn't a lot of. There was probably only like 5 goalkeepers in the world that you would probably say around that time.
Literally,
You know what I'm trying to say?
Literally, yeah.
Dida was a bit of a. He used to do mad stuff, bro. Yeah, he used to do mad stuff. You get me? But he's still a name you would call. You know what I mean? Dida. You get me? When you're in goal, yeah, Dida. Like you know what I mean? But he used to do mad stuff. He's won a lot. He's got. I think he's got quite a lot of accolades, if not nearly all of them, right?
Not all of them, yeah.
Yeah. So I think he's one of those ones where, like, I think he sits just in the right place.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that, people. We have to give Rush a chance to have his say. I think some people are saying, let me see what the people are saying. Big up Jamie in the building. Hope you're good, bro. Loving the picture as well. Tierney as well. Sam saying, if you're talking accolades alone, then Czech needs to be Hall of Fame because of his clean sheet records, has won everything domestic level. Fair point, but Hall of Fame is too much, I think. Jamie saying no keeper playing is above great other than Neuer and Buffon. Okay.
Yep. I agree.
Ed saying LOL, wait, Dida world class. Dear Maid, I think I pronounced that correctly. I hope, correct me if I'm wrong, bro, but saying De Gea is poor on the ball too, lads, and that's so important these days. Yeah, that's a good point. He's also part of the Near Post podcast, so big up to him. Saying Bravo needs to drop one level, Ross. So you want him out? Okay, fair enough. Ed saying, wait, Dida legend, what am I hearing? Listen, he's in world class and we'll keep him moving. So Rash, we'll give you the next one, Julio Cesar. Now again, I think he took over from Dida as Brazil's number 1. And he was part of the treble win Inter Milan team. And he was a very, very good keeper actually for like 3 or 4 good years. And funny enough, even at QPR, he wasn't that bad. I actually remember he actually played a part in helping them stay up. I think he came in about halfway through the season in January and helped them stay up the first year. Obviously, second year they went straight down. But he was a good goalkeeper. I can't lie, and he's got all the accolades obviously except internationally. So where would you put Julio Cesar?
Well, I'd have to put him on the great line because of his accolades and because of the seasons that he had at Milan. And like you said, when he did come over here, he was like a key part of
QPR staying up.
QPR staying up that season. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, they done a mad one the following season, but it was he's got the accolades to be on the chart. Yeah, I guess he would be a great for me because I don't think there was many years of him at top
Yeah.
level. At top level.
I agree with that one. That's a good point. Jalil, what are you saying?
Let's go, bro.
Let's go.
Disrespect. Let's start it.
Go.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Should he not be on this list? Should he be on this list?
Dida.
Yeah.
In reality, probably in Dida, probably not.
Not Dida.
Oh.
Who'd you say? Cesar.
Cesar. For me, he should not be on this list for reasons of having one great season, which puts you in great. You know, winning the treble ain't a joke. But look at that Inter Milan team, but we won't go there. And then obviously getting shifted to QPR. Look.
Yeah.
It's all there. It's all the proof's in the pudding, son. Do you know what I mean? Let's not waste time. Should it be on this list? Let's put the first person should have been on this list. That's him. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, what are you saying?
Cesar was like good for like 2.5 years, 3 years, and then just fell off the face of a cliff. So I'd be generous to say great, but I'm gonna say it should not be on this list. Like your 2-3 years were great. Don't get me wrong. You're part of the Mourinho era at Inter, but just put it this way: just in terms of your next moves, if you go from Inter at your peak to QPR, you signed your own death warrant, mate. You're off. Get out of it.
I'll be honest. I was gonna go with what Rash said. I was gonna put him. I just think let's look at like it's a strange comparison to me, but if we look at like Allison, for example, at the moment, Alison's only really had 2 or 3 great years. How many great years do we know? I mean, unless any of us watched him at Roma, if anyone's watched him at Roma, maybe he's been great 4 or 5 years, and then we're doing him a disservice. But to our knowledge, what we've seen, it's been a great 2 or 3 years. And I'm not saying Cesar's reached the same level, but what he did accomplish winning the treble, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem putting him low-end great, like just scraping great. But he did go to QPR afterwards, which, as you said, in your prime, that's a questionable move.
Just cheapened your brand a bit, but I'm not mad at lower grade, if I'm honest. I wouldn't be mad at it.
I'm just thinking, if we put him shouldn't be on this list, do I want anyone in great to calm down?
No, because there's
maybe not actually.
There's other keepers who have won, I don't know, Champions Leagues, Prems or their domestic.
You know
league.
what?
And they're not even on here. So let's the only person that, if we're going to argue this, the only person that should come down is Bruno if that's the case. But everyone else should be great. I have to be honest.
You know what? I think because I've looked at some of the keepers coming up, I think for now, you know what? Let's push down Cesar as the first shouldn't be on this list. Just only because it was 2 years and then he went to QPR. That QPR move is just crazy.
That's bonkers, man.
Bonkers.
Got paid though, I'll say that.
He got paid, but boy, legacy-wise, it looks mad now. I can't lie, because he was a good keeper. I thought he was a good keeper, to be honest.
He was.
Yeah, but listen, Kayla Navas, now he might be interesting as well, actually. He often divided the pain at Madrid, but you look at Navas, who does he start for country-wise? Is it Costa Rica? I think he's
Costa
Rica, yeah. I think he's from Costa Rica. So he helped lead them to a World Cup, which is obviously a great achievement for them. He's won, I think, 3 Champions Leagues at Madrid, 2 or 3 La Ligas. He's now gone to PSG, and he's been very good for PSG as well. I can't lie. He helped them get to the Champions League final. I think Navas is a very good slept-on keeper, actually. So Jalil, let's make Navas a bit of a quick one. Where you putting Kayla Navas?
Was he part of that run that won Champions League a couple of times?
Yeah, he was. He was.
How many?
He's won 2 Champions Leagues. He's won. Sorry,
That won 3, right?
I think he won 3.
He won 3. Okay.
3 Champions Leagues. Because he signed for them after the 2014 World Cup, and then obviously went to PSG in 2019.
How many La Ligas has he got?
2.
And how many obviously with PSG?
1 Ligue 1 and one
One.
Champions League. 1 Ligue 1 and 1 Champions League final.
Do you know? I'm hearing this chat about a keeper shouldn't be in world class if they're still playing now, but like, I'm not gonna put just because he's not playing for Germany, France, or one of these countries, put him down. I think world class. I think he's a world class keeper, man. I think you can't knock what he's done. Do you know what I mean? The shots he's saved, and he's good use feet and all. Do you know what I mean? So
I think he's only got one. He's only got 1 La Liga.
Is it 1 La Liga?
2016, 2017 season.
Yes, the last one they won was Courtois. And yeah, he left. Okay, yeah. So take out the La Liga and add in a Ligue 1. Yeah, so 1 Ligue 1.
With that, obviously he's got the 3 Champions Leagues, man. I'm gonna hold him in world class though. I'm not gonna change my mind, man. He's good to watch, bro. He does the business, bro. He just doesn't look like your ideal keeper because of his height. He doesn't. People see that he's not from one of these big countries that are gonna go off and do something. Do you know what I mean? But for me, he does the business, so I'm gonna put him world class.
Okay, Rash.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind putting him there. He's got super accolades, bar international.
Yeah.
And he says for 2 top clubs after his like original club, which is some dead club no one knows about. He went to Madrid, had a great a campaign there with them, and then went over to Paris Saint-Germain and then continued it. I don't see why he shouldn't be world class if you got either there.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, okay.
That was disrespect to Dida, boy.
And Jeff, what are you saying?
I'm probably gonna say great for Kayla Navas. Like, he's always just been a good keeper to me. Like, I don't think he's in the top tier in this current crop of keepers. He's just like one of those where his accolades kind of pump him up a bit, but he might have been slept on a little bit. Like, I agree, he might have been slept on a little bit at Real Madrid because at a point we were calling him just like the whipping boy, like he was a piece of shit. But he probably isn't a piece of shit. He's just a decent keeper, and decent keeper means, or good keeper, sorry, means great to me at best.
Yeah. That was an interesting one. I think he's a very, very good goalkeeper. I can't lie. And I think at Madrid, he made a lot of key saves at key times sometimes. But you're right. He weirdly just became a whipping boy for Madrid media and fans. Not really sure why. I think, to be honest, the Madrid fans just wanted De Gea because he was the fancy name. He was the Spanish number 1. And I think they wanted the Spanish number 1, so they took it out on Kayla Navas. I'm as well torn. I was thinking world class. I'm just thinking about it now, and I'm just looking and I'm saying, if he's world class, should some of the man in great come up? Because you look at it and you say, has he done more than some of them? So it's a tricky one with.
Well, look, he's got 3 Champions Leagues. Yeah, he's got 1 La Liga. He's got 1 Ligue 1. Yeah, but he's got like 4 Super Cups. You wait for Super Cups as well. Yeah, he's got 4 Club World Cup too. Yeah. He's got all the trophies that you can win in France as well, domestically. Like, bro, man's jewelried up. He's jewels up.
Yeah, and to be fair, you know what? He's done a thing. He was key part in the penalty shootouts as well. You know what? Yeah, let's put Kayla Navas in world class, man.
Do you know what, John? John, you said something that a lot of people say, you know, in regards to what Real Madrid fans were saying about they wanted De Gea. They didn't want Navas because he wasn't a favoured person country-wise, you know. De Gea, obviously, you're going to go for bias, you know. Like, for example, you know, some people would prefer English keeper, or like for me, I'd like to see more Nigerian players playing the Prem. Do you know what I mean? You get that kind of feeling. That's why Navas wasn't favoured. But, bro, we can't be blindsided by what he's done. Do you know what I mean? He's done the business.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Let's do the next. Let's do the next two quick. So let's do Jens Lehmann. Now we know Jens Lehmann won a Premier League with Arsenal. He was also the Germany goalkeeper, I believe, when they reached the 2008 Euro 2008 final, which they lost 1-0 to Spain. Lehmann, we all know about his character. He was a mad character, but he was actually a very good goalkeeper as well. But again, accolades-wise, maybe doesn't have the best because I think he kind of came in towards the end of Arsenal's golden era. So he got the Invincibles one, obviously, and he got the FA Cup, but it kind of ended there accolades-wise for him. So what are we saying, Jeff? I'll come to you first. Jens Lehmann.
One of the craziest keepers ever. Start there. But very reliable keeper. Probably my favorite Arsenal keeper, if I'm being honest. It wasn't Seaman. Seaman just used to get punished by everybody. This highlight is that Sheffield United save. But yeah, Lehmann's my favorite Arsenal keeper. But in the grand scheme of things with keepers, I'm going to go with great. Yeah, I'm going to go with great.
Okay, Jalil?
If he didn't win the Invincibles, he will not be on this list. That boosted him up for me. I'm going to agree with Jeff. I'm going great and all.
Okay,
I wouldn't say if he didn't win the Invincible, he'd be on this list because I think he's got probably the best keeper record in the Champions League as well. He didn't even concede a goal in his Champions League campaign, that campaign when we got to the final. So just want to say that. But yeah, that's all he had was the Invincible season.
That's the thing, yeah. That's what he had,
He was a boss. I rate him. He's a legend in my eyes because he's just a boss. Do you know what I mean? Crazy guy, but yeah, great. I wouldn't be mad with him not being on the list as well.
Yeah, I can't lie, Rush. I would have put him shouldn't be on this list only because he joined Arsenal just a bit too late. I'm not sure where he was at before Arsenal. Do any of you guys know?
I think somewhere in Germany, but I don't know exactly where.
Yeah, and I just think he's got one Premier League, and then I'm looking at some of these man that we got. Even Julio Cesar, he's got a treble when he's sitting on the bottom, and then yeah, man, I would have gone. I would have gone. So Rash, which one are you going with? Great or shouldn't be on the list?
Yeah, I think I wouldn't mind him not being on the list. So I don't think he's achieved enough, and for a long enough period of time across multiple teams. You know what I mean? He's an Arsenal legend. I don't think he's remembered for anything more. Sick at Germany as well. He was good at Germany, but who else is he going to be known for? No one ain't going to know him except for us, man. Do you know what I mean? So,
I hear that.
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, nothing. I don't think he should be on the list, yeah.
Hey, you know what you done? You changed my mind.
Oh,
hey, Lehmann. Hey, Lehmann. Get out.
Get out of here.
Hey, listen, Lehmann, big up, bro. Let's see what the people are saying. Opinion agree saying Navas is a bad boy keeper. I'd actually put him in world class, especially considering he's not the tallest keeper. Some saying Julio Cesar was a good keeper, but is not a name I think of when thinking of the best keeper. Ed saying Lehmann off the list. Him and Henry cost Arsenal Champions League 2 bums.
Ouch.
Opinion saying Lehmann was great, but I don't think he should be on the list considering who's on the list. And Sam saying West Kasper Schmeichel is better than De Gea. Oh, good point. I did forget Kasper Schmeichel. I don't know about him better than De Gea, but
maybe on form, but that's about it.
Yeah, but Yeah, but he's a good keeper, though. He's a good keeper. But again, accolades guys.
He's on his way up.
He would have ended up on this list.
He wouldn't be on this list. Let's keep it real. Let's not beat around the bush.
Let's be real. Yeah, he wouldn't be on this list. Yeah. But listen, Lehmann, sorry, man, but yeah.
You're out.
Wait. Lehmann's not on the list.
There you go. He's out of it.
He's not on the list, bro.
I thought we agreed to break.
Who agreed to?
I switched. I changed my mind. I got him out of it, man.
Can't beat the crowd, go on then.
Hey, but listen, you know what? I don't know whether to give the next one to Rash or Jalil.
No, you know what?
Give it to me.
Jeff will kill him as well. You think Rash will kill him? Jeff will kill him as well.
So you know what? You guys should. I'm just gonna do the introduction. We got Hugo Loris next. Tottenham legend. Obviously, we know what he's won at Spurs. Nothing.
Yes.
He's won the World Cup, which we cannot take away. The World Cup winner, started every game, captain as well. And you know what? For a good 4 years, he was a very, very good shot-stopper. Last 3 years, he's been very questionable. Not probably had as much criticism as others like a De Gea. But yeah, Hugo Loris, World Cup winner. I'm just going to leave it to you guys. Anyone kick off? Hugo Loris.
Come on, guys. Who's going?
Man can kick rocks, bruv. Yeah. Nah. Can't be on this list with nothing under your belt. Like, he's got the World Cup, but you know that wasn't him. That was the man them. That weren't him. Yeah, the man that won that World Cup. He was lucky to be in goal, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not gonna bring up his personal life because that's just disrespectful. But that's the only accolade he has, like in England. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I should say, get the hell out of here. Do you know? You want to point? Where do you want? I think you might want to point world class. What are you saying?
Listen. Oh, the only brother that can drive drunk and get home safe and then still get caught.
Oh man!
Listen. You remember those days when you used to start with football tournament, and that guy used to go, "You're not good enough to play out for your guy to go, son." And then you end up winning it, and he's like jumping about. Yeah, we won the World Cup. We won, nigga. You know you didn't. Hey, let me just I don't want to kill him too much, man. World Cup, beautiful achievement, but yeah, shouldn't be on this list, bro.
Yes. Anything more to add to this slandering?
Yeah, I got some. It's great. So when you think of Hugo, you think of Hugo Boss. You don't think of Hugo Loris, first of all.
That's true.
It's true.
And he's a stellar drinking bum.
Oi.
Hey, big up Jesse. Big up Jesse. Big up Jesse. Hey, Jesse, big up, bro.
I don't understand, yeah.
You're still a drinking bum just like you, Jesse.
Hey, you know what? We're moving on. I'm not gonna let
No, I was actually gonna give him some compliments too.
Oh, okay, cool. Go on, man. Go on.
He managed to break. He's the first player I've seen break his hand with a mistake. But he did win a World Cup, so no great. That's where I'll put him. But he needed full disrespect. Like, we can't miss any disrespect for Hugo. And his name's Hugo.
Yeah, no, that hand come and kill me. I can't lie. That's I'm moving on, bro. I'm moving on. That hand come and kill me. All right. Big up George Green. Loris not on the list. Could have put me in goal for France and instead have won it.
You made me cry, Jeff.
World Cup and great keeper. Because he plays for the best team in North London.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we showed that the other week, didn't we? Yeah. Shut him out, Ed.
Oh, my God.
Loris is shocking. He's the worst world-class keeper bleeding. You know what? You got much respect for him, so I'm gonna say he shouldn't be on this list.
Oh,
Big up Loris, though. Big up Loris, though. That got way too personal. Sorry for any Spurs fan watching this.
Shout out Loris, man. I like your speech the other day, man. I've never heard a capo talk about his club like that in my life. You G-checked the whole team. Well done. Well done.
Stay in an Uber, Hugo. Yeah, no more driving.
Nah, man. Hey, nah. Hey, listen. Big up Hugo still. Big up Hugo. Next up, wow, it feels like we've just made a massive upgrade. We got Manuel Neuer.
Look what we did.
Neuer's Hall of Fame now. Hall of Fame, fam.
John knew what he was doing when he put this list together.
Trust me.
Nah. Listen, Manuel Neuer, boy, he's kind of changed the keeper position. Made it the sweeper keeper. He made it famous. There was a time when Neuer in goal seemed like he couldn't be beaten. He's got all the accolades. We know he's won the World Cup. He's been part of 2 treble winning teams at Bayern. An unbelievable goalkeeper. He had his little down stretch for like a year where he wasn't at his best, but he's come back in the last year and a half or so and just been elite again. Composed with his feet, comes out at the right time, can shot stop, is imposing, has swagger, has arrogance. Can't want more from a keeper, and he's got all the accolades. So, Rash, where you put in Hugo Loris? Loris, Manuel Neuer.
Oh, we dashed him in the bin already. Neuer, yeah. So you know me, I've got my principle about the game, his tables and everything like that. If I could put him higher, I would, but he still plays ball, so he's the highest world-class level.
Okay. Okay. Jalil, what are you saying? Manuel Neuer.
Neuer's Hall of Fame for me, man. He's still playing at the moment. I understand that, but this guy changed the game. Like he changed the game, and we was talking about how important keepers were. Like they were like quarterbacks in like I don't know American football, for example. This guy actually changed the game. I would go as low as legend, but I think Hall of Fame. He's won everything. He's won everything. Like Buffon hasn't won everything. He's won. He's got how many World Cups? He's got how many Champions Leagues now? How many Bundesligas? And all the domestic cups that comes with it in that league. Yeah, man, I'm Hall of Fame, man. I know there's a lot of arguments to say, and there's a lot of people in the comments today as well saying if you're still playing, how could you be in world class or legend? But for me, I'm gonna have to jump the gun here and put him Hall of Fame, bro. And he's still playing.
What are you saying, Jeff?
I think I'm gonna have to agree. Like Neuer's coming to the tail end of his career, so we're only like 2 years away from officially saying he's Hall of Fame to me because he did change the keeping position. Like he started off being able to play with your feet. Like he was one of the first keepers to be able to do it. Comes with a lot of mistakes. Don't get me wrong. Neuer's error prone. It's just that the good severely outweighs the bad to me. Like he is kind of a pioneer for goalkeepers in our generation, especially. So I can't see anything but Hall of Fame personally.
Yeah. You know what? I was thinking between legend and Hall of Fame. I wasn't sure if it was too early to put him Hall of Fame. I think I respect Rash's point on world class because, to be fair, Rash has been consistent since the beginning, since the very first show when we did strikers. He hasn't put anyone that's playing legend. I don't think anyone. So he's been consistent, and I think Rash will tell you himself that as soon as Neuer retires, he'll put a minimum legend.
Hall of Fame, straight away.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think just bearing that in mind and appreciating that the end of his career may be in 2 years, I'm comfortable in putting him Hall of Fame for now. And I think most people will agree with that. Maybe some people will say legend, like Opinion Gruno saying legend, but I don't think anyone will say he's below legend, because if he is, then yeah, we're in trouble. If he is, then I don't know where Loris goes. But yeah,
On
you
the
know
shot
what?
tester. Right by the alcohol.
Yo, don't drink and drive, obviously, people. Don't drink and
Yeah,
drive.
please don't.
Don't drink.
Yeah.
Man.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? That's not what it's on. If you want to take it that far, yeah. You know what? That's you can give. But yeah, if you do, don't do Hugo. But yeah, Manuel Neuer, Hall of Fame. Next up, we got Oliver Kahn. Now, I appreciate the height of his career was before the 2000s, but he had enough in the 2000s where I said, you know what? Similar to how we did with some guys like Thuram, etc. We say, you know what? Let's pay respect to what he did. He did overlap the 2000s era. I know he made the World Cup final, lost that. Club level, has he won? I'm pretty sure he's won everything playing for Bayern Munich.
Champions League in 2000, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think he won Champions League in 2000. He looks like an insane keeper. I can't lie. When you just look at him, he just looks like raw. I don't want to play against him. But yeah, man, Oliver Kahn. Jeff, where would you put him?
Kahn's probably high legend to me. Only reason I probably wouldn't say Hall of Fame is because his name isn't really like synonymous with like keepers. Like if you say in this era anyway, if you say keepers, you're more likely to say the three that are in Hall of Fame now, rather than him. So I don't think his name is like gone through all the eras kind of thing. Just in our era though, he's a high legend for me though. Like he was ridiculous.
Yeah, I hear that. Jalil, what are you saying?
Yeah, I can't put him any lower than legend if I'm honest. He's got to be in the legend section for me.
Yeah, Rash.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree. He was part of that Munich side that was so consistent that you didn't even hear of any other clubs in Germany for those periods of time. Yeah, we didn't even know any other clubs. He got the Champions League in 2000, the 2000 to 2001 season, that league there. So he definitely got a big accolade post millennium as well. Yeah, man, he's had a great career, man. He's got a good international career. He's got the European Championship as well. He was with that German side, didn't it? Who went Euro '96, isn't it?
96, yeah, good point.
So, so he's up there. He's up there. I think he's about 1 or 2 seasons short of being Hall of Fame, but he's definitely a high legend for me. Yeah, Carl was the best keeper I knew for years.
Yeah,
That's big facts.
Yeah, that's, you know what, that's probably big facts. Would you and you know what, that brings up an interesting thing. And if you guys could make your like all-time 11, who would you guys choose as your goalkeeper?
Neuer.
Okay. Appreciate I put you guys on the spot. We'll do a separate show for our all-time 11, which will get mad interesting. But yeah, I was just curious. Like, if you could only choose one man in goal,
probably between out of Kahn and Neuer. It would be out of those two.
Okay.
For me.
I'm probably gonna say Neuer. I don't know if it's just because of the era thing, but I'm gonna say Neuer. You know,
because I would have actually said Neuer as well. I know, I understand the people that will say Buffon or Casillas as well. I just feel like Neuer's kind of, I don't know, man, almost saying Neuer's better than Buffon. Yeah, it's interesting. You know what? We'll do we'll do that one. Sam saying Neuer world class. Sam, you're
for a similar reason.
Sam's a keeper as well.
Sam's a keeper as well, you know.
He is?
Hey.
He's our goalkeeper, yeah, for our team.
Yeah, so, but hey, listen. Sam is the man that for years was telling me Cudicini's better than Cech.
You know what? Early on, Cudicini might have got dropped hastily. So Cudicini was a bad boy keeper back in those 2003, 2004.
He was
a household name.
He was saying Khan was a beast in 2002 World Cup. Yeah. George saying Khan cannot be lower than legend. Agreed. Khan is a legend. Yeah. No more needs to be said. Khan is a legend. So let's do the next two quick, and then we'll spend a little bit of time on the last one. Pepe Reiner. I don't know if Liverpool fans class him as a legend. I'm not really sure. He won with them. Obviously, no league titles, as we know. And for Spain, he was the backup keeper. I believe to Casillas, which again, no great shame, but you were still the backup. And then since then, I think when he left Liverpool, where did he go? Napoli. So he went Napoli, had a couple good seasons at Napoli. And then since then, he's gone to like AC Milan, Aston Villa, back to AC Milan. He's been a bit all over the place. So Pepe Reina, let's make it quick. Jalil, where are you putting him?
Great.
Okay, Jeff?
Great.
Rash?
Same. He's lucky I didn't kick him off the list for what he did with that Fabregas thing still. But yeah.
Oh
Great.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Remember when they won the European Championship? Or was it the World Cup? It was the World Cup, wasn't it? And they slapped the Barca shirt over him. He slapped the Barca shirt over him while they were celebrating. Yeah.
That's such a sideman move. He wasn't even playing.
He wasn't even playing for Barca, bro.
I'm saying he wasn't even playing for Barca.
Yeah.
No,
so he's lucky, but yeah, he's
lucky. He's lucky. Let's put him in great, bro. Next up, Victor Valdes. Now, he might be interesting, but we're going to keep him quick. He's got all the accolades. Again, he was the backup keeper for Spain behind Casillas, but at club level, I mean, he's won it all. Part of the treble winning team, won La Ligas, won 2 Champions Leagues. I mean, his resume speaks for itself, but then he went to Man United, did nothing there, and then he had this random season at Middlesbrough, where...
Oh, yeah.
As you guys remember, he just had this random season at Middlesbrough where I don't even know what happened. All I know is they got relegated. So yeah, Victor Valdes. Jeff, what are you saying?
He's another strange keeper. He was rubbish for time. Then he started getting good. Like maybe it was like 2011, 2012. I don't know if my timeline's right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with high grade.
Okay. Jalil?
Yeah, accolades is a lot. I'm trying not to remember the season where he was at Middlesbrough, to be fair. I'm going to try and because that's poor. I think for him, because he's accolades and everything, I think I'm going to go world class. I'm just going to keep up with what I'm saying about Navas and Dida. And, you know, some people, if you come to the show now and you saw that world class, you would think we've been smoking crack. I'll be honest.
Yeah, you probably would. I can't lie.
If you heard why we put Navas in there, especially, and Dida, I guess Dida with accolades, is kind of similar to what I'm going with my man. So yeah, I'm gonna go world class.
I'm not mad at it still. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, for a guy who's won everything domestic level, he's even won international, even though he didn't play. You kind of got to drop him in the world class, don't you?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna agree with Jeff, just because for me, Victor Valdes is the goalkeeping version of PK. I feel like this guy was being carried for years. I can't even lie.
PK's been carried.
Bro,
yeah, 100.
100%, bro. PK's been carried.
At least for a portion. Like, it's not his whole career, but
so wait, let me ask you the question. When they won the treble, with what's his name? Max Serrano or whatever his name.
Yeah.
He was carried by him, yeah? Was he carried by him?
Tell me why it's deep.
Yeah, he was.
It's a converted centre back.
Yeah,
He's a defensive midfielder, and he was leading the line back there.
Yeah.
PK's out here making mistakes. Just trying to go back to his wife.
PK's just cool, man.
He just wanted to do hips don't lie with his missus, man. I don't blame him.
Shakira.
Bro, if I saw an attacker 1-on-1 with PK, I'll be thinking, take him on.
Yeah, 100.
Every time, take him on.
Fall over.
You got this.
Now, me post lockdown, I'll toast PK.
I believe that. I believe that. No, I believe that still.
I believe that as well.
All right, cool. Listen, let's move on from PK. But yeah, all right. So we got 2 grades and 2 world class for Victor Valdes. So let's
ain't mad at either. So see what the comments say.
Let's see what the comments say. What are you guys saying, Victor Valdes? Let us know your thoughts. Smash that like button in the meantime too, and subscribe if you're new. Sam saying Khan is a legend. You're nuts. Khan's name will always be associated with one of the greats.
I can accept it if I was bugging.
And you know what? Sam's saying the exact same thing as Rash saying, only saying Neuer world class because he's still playing. Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough. Respect for that. That's true. Penny Green saying, I don't think Valdes came close to Casillas. Valdes world class. Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna pull Valdes? Where are we gonna quote Valdes?
Look,
what's the street saying?
At the moment, we've only got a couple in, and it's only world class at the moment. So we're gonna go with what people are saying. We've only got world class so far. So Victor Valdes will go in world class.
Fair play.
Now last up, we got Van Dassar, Edwin Van Dassar. We know about him. I actually didn't realize how many games he played for Fulham. He played about 100 and something games for Fulham. Then went on to Man United. We know what he did there. Won the Premier League about 4 or 5 times. Won the Champions League. Won everything. You can win at club level. Internationally, he was Holland's keeper, but Holland have always been a nation that's underachieved at international level for some reason. They never seems to click with them, which is interesting. But he was their number 1 keeper. But Edwin Van Dassar, there was a time, particularly around like 2010, where he was one where he seemed to continue to get better with age. When he was reaching 37, 38, 39, he just kept getting better and better. So, Rash, I'll leave the last one to you. Edwin Van Dassar, where does he belong?
He's a legend for me, even though he hasn't got the international accolade with it.
Okay. Jeff?
I'm inclined to agree. I was debating between Hall of Fame and legend, but you know what? I'm gonna say legend. Awesome keeper though.
Yeah.
I think when he was in the Prem, there wasn't a better keeper in the Prem.
No,
for a couple years.
Yeah, for a couple years.
100%. And Jalil?
He used to play for. He was a United player, innit? I was going close to be on this list. No, I'm bugging. What the boys said, what Jeff and Rash said, man, I can't argue, bruv. As soon as I saw his name pop up, even when I saw the list initially, he's always going to be a legend, man. Him and Cech were levels for me, you know, watching them. And as you said, he got better with age, and you know everything he's achieved as well. Obviously, club international level, most of these people just didn't win anything international level, so he can hold a legend, man. I think that's fair to put him there. I won't be mad at that at all.
Okay, cool. I agree with all of you guys. I would put him legend, but he did get consideration for me for Hall of Fame, just not quite. But he was close. He's probably the closest one. Maybe him and Oliver Kahn to maybe making Hall of Fame. But yeah, he's definitely a legend for me. Top keeper. I love Van Dassar. He was a brilliant keeper. Let's see what the people are saying. Ed saying Van Dassar Hall of Fame, the greatest of all time.
Slow down, bro.
Valdes legend. Whoa.
Jesus.
The opinion guru is saying Van Dassar, considering he came in late in his career to Man United, he was phenomenal. I'll put him as a legend, but not my Hall of Fame. Well said, bro. Sam saying Valdez and Middlesbrough just shows you can be a good keeper, but be crap because of the defense in front of you. This feels like a personal shock because I played with Sam for years. Hey, Sam, are you sending shots?
Saying you weren't defending Sam, yeah?
Hey, listen, I was focusing on playing
that backline was weak.
Sam taking a shot at me there, bruv.
Hey, I'm taking shots at everyone, bro. Hey.
Wait, before we go, Sam, remember, we didn't really win that many games until I stepped into centre back and we won our first game in a long time. Do you not remember that? 2-0.
Look, I just want to ask everyone, Does everyone really think Jalil's that good?
Where did that come from?
I'm playing.
Now, for me, Jalil's a legend. Jalil's a legend. I put him a legend still.
We know.
Rashford put me should have been on the list.
Yeah, well, I'll put you. Don't be on my team, brother. Not on your team. No, Jalil's one of them guys. If you're on the team with Jalil and he's on the team with certain other people, you don't want to be on the team with him, bruv. You don't want to be on the team with him.
I hear that. No,
Wait. So wait, if someone else is on the other team and I'm on the team, you wouldn't want to be on my team?
No. If certain people are in the team with you, I don't want to play with you.
Why?
With or against?
No,
Why?
with. I don't want to play with him.
Why?
Because when certain people are in the team, Jalil only sees those team members. Yeah, and that's it. The ball don't go anywhere else except for those guys. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying nothing more. That's what I'm saying. When certain men are when certain men are on the pitch, they only get the ball from Jalil. That's it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's not fair, bro.
As you can tell, I've been holding that for like 4 years because that's the last time we played. You get me? Don't cross me, bro. I don't forget.
Personally, I think I'm the most generous person. I bring everybody into the game, win or lose.
I think Jeff is one of the most disrespectful players I've seen in the game still. That man will run at you, get the ball right in front of you, stand on the ball, look past you, and then get off of it and run past you again. Yeah, disrespectful player, bruv. Yeah,
do you know what?
Drop and do a press up in front of you and then still twist you up. Nah.
Do you know what? There was one game I was playing. There's one game I was playing quickly just before we get off this topic. I was playing and Jeff was on my team. He's playing left back. Yeah, he must have done something to a winger. Obviously, wingers are tricky, right? Must have nutmegged him and something. I must have looked the other way, and I thought I wanted to take off my top and start to fight. Jeff, like, what are you doing, fam? What kind of disrespect is this?
Bro, the man jump on the ball and go like this. Jump on the ball like this. Look around and then carry on while you're in front of him. Liberties, bro.
But you need to play. You guys need to see John play because if you think John and Eduardo, you know how we rate Sharp. Eduardo and John are very similar players in terms of how they play, the playing style they play. And when you come watch, look, I can see Jeff and Rash's face. Like, that's not believable. When you see them play, you'll see what I'm saying.
Okay. I need to see this.
Yeah. We're a bit. Hey, listen, we're a bit out of shape now, so come see us in the next 6 months' time.
I've got to see this, bro, because Sharp's the best things that I've seen since Fabregas. I'm just letting you know, shout out, man, like Sharp.
I'm gonna clip this one for Sharp still and send it to him. But yeah, man, we'll all play together one time. It'll be a blessing still.
Yeah.
When FM said, I've been waiting for this. He blossomed differently. Fulham to United, 10th to 14th in Premier League to first Champions League and Champions League title. Hall of Fame, respect the journey. No matter it, but he's up in legend just. So that's our final list. As always, let me recap. Shouldn't be on this list. We got Julio Cesar, Lehmann, and Hugo Loris. In great, we got Allison, Testagen, Claudia Bravo, Courtois, David De Gea, Edison, Oblak, and Pepe Reiner. In world class, we got Dida, big up Dida, Kayla Navas, and Victor Valdez. And in legend, we've got Petercheck, Oliver Kahn, Van Dassar, and Hall of Fame, we've got Buffon, Casillas, and Manuel Neuer. How are we feeling about our final list?
I like it. It's balanced to me.
I think everyone who is on the same level are the same level.
I hear that.
If you understand.
Yeah, I hear that. But yeah, Jalil, Jeff, any disagreements? You guys feeling good?
I think Loris should get kicked off this page, bruv.
Hey, Loris, get out of it.
Get out of here.
Hey, he's had enough disrespect still. Like, I could put about 10 clips of what you guys said about Loris still. From Hugo to Tesco to drink and drive to break his hand Listen.
Oh, the broken hand thing killed me. I cried.
Yeah, my broken hand thing.
You made me cry. You made me cry, Jeff.
Sorry, lads.
So listen, let me read out the last few comments. Sam saying, Jalil, I won player of the season every season. That's actually true.
Goalkeeper. Oh,
yeah,
snap.
we were considering about 20 shots a game. Ed saying, in my fitness days, I'm Pogba. Okay, that's
very humble.
Very humble. As you see, me and Ed have different approaches, but but we approach the game the same way. Ed saying, I see me when I've been 120 kg. Watch me when I'm back to 95. It's true. We are very overweight right now. Can't lie. I pretty agree with saying, big up you guys as usual. Always providing great content. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, and YouTube, like I said, people, make sure to check out the Pretty Agreeers channel. Big things. But listen, people, that's been the Keeper Show. We're done now. We've done keepers, we've done cams, we've done center mids, we did wingers, we did fullbacks, we did center backs, and we did keepers. Hope you guys enjoyed this series. I can't lie, it's been fun for us, I think, to do it.
Got one more, bro. We got one more. We got one more.
Oh yeah, best managers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, best managers. So we got best managers next week. So that'll be interesting. You got your Jose's, you got your Marie, you got your Peps, you got your Ancelottis, you got your Wengers, you got your Fergies. So that one will be good. So make sure to tune in next week for that one. And then after that, we're going to go into generational talent, best 11s of all time, etc., etc. So it's going to continue to be fun. The midweek is always going to be about the debate. So that's what we're going to bring. But yeah, people, make sure to smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. What about future players? Yeah, we're going to be doing the generational talent debate. That's coming up soon. I know people want that one. And let's just end it on this note. Sam saying Ed is Gabriel Obertan.
Whoa.
So, let's big up Sam as always for the disrespect, but that's what it's about, people.
I like Obertan.
Listen, people, I'm not sure if we're back on Friday because I just realized it's international weekend. So Jalil and Rash and I will speak. We'll decide what we're going to do this week. We might bring you some of this different content maybe this weekend as a little bit of a treat. But we'll decide. We'll have a chat. But for now, people, have a good evening. Take care and peace out. Peace.
Jeff, respect you, man. In a bit.
Obviously, peace, guys. Peace. Love, Jeff.